Okay, welcome to another video. We're in the bathroom at the moment. It's freezing cold. Currently living in a really old stone cottage. No heating anywhere in the property. This is absolutely worth its weight in gold. It really, really is. Those of you who remember years ago before central heating, well, this is how I'm living right now. Hence the nice wool jumpers and going back to old school. Takes some getting used to, but it's not too bad. But coming back to this heater, and it is really, really good. Lucky enough to buy this from a friend of mine who is in a surplus business. Paid £50 for it, brand new, and I've got about 4 spare wicks of it too. So very, very, very impressed. Used it before when I've done the recce for the 100 prepper meet a few years ago, and took it in an umbrella tent up in Church Farm, sub-zero temperatures, and it heated up the tent 30 odd degrees. It's an incredible piece of kit. So if you do happen to come across one, grab it. I'm serious, grab it. I can't recommend them enough. They're so easy to use. This one is the Zibro R, that's Romeo 15 Tango Charlie. The model number there. You just open it up, and that's basically all it is. It's a glass case heating element. Alright? It sits on top of the wick there. You just use 2 D-cell batteries, and all it does is the battery heats up the coil, which turns onto the wick, ignites it. Nice and simple. So what we do is we just put that inside there like that, turn this around. You can hear the paraffin. And you just press the button slowly, not too much pressure, and all it does is that heats up the coil, which touches onto the wick, and there you go. All that will do is that will stabilise and heat everything up and start it up slowly, usually about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes depending, and after that you can just move that coil on the inside to regulate the height of the flame to get as much heat as you want. And I must say, we'll turn the light off, and it really is worth its weight. Yeah, I'm so impressed. But it just goes to show, you know, you come across things, bargains on your travels and in your time. And something tells you, yeah, get that as a bargain. And I've used it once, if I'm honest, and it's just stayed in storage in the shed for a couple of years. Now I've moved out and I'm in an old ancient cottage. That really is paying dividends. I can't tell you how welcome it is to have a bath in a room which isn't, you know, about 4 or 5 degrees. It's absolutely incredible, and it reminds me of a kid, you know, when I was a small boy. The back of the house, it was an outbuilding, single skinned, no insulation, no central heating in them days, and we had an old Aladdin paraffin heater in the back, an orange and white tower one. And I always loved the smell, and I still do. I've got a certain thing with paraffin. In the United States, I believe they call it kero, short for kerosene, but in the UK we call it paraffin, and yeah, I just love it. And all that will do is, in time, as I say, that heats up, and that sort of mesh cylindrical tube will actually glow orange. Well, it's starting to now, as you can see. But I just wanted to make this video, one, for just a little tiny overview of the heater itself, just to recommend them. Alright? Purely for the fact that it saved my arse out here. It really, really has. It's paying dividends. So if anyone is on the lookout for a heater, if you're lucky enough to find one, these are highly recommended for myself. And as I say, I've got 2 or 3, or I think it's 4 wicks, packs of wicks, so that's going to last me the rest of my life. And long may it continue. There you go, it doesn't take too long, but as you can see, it's starting to really heat up, and that kicks out some serious heat. I think it's about 2.8 kilowatts, so that is very powerful. It's a great little heater for this sort of size bathroom, which is probably about 10 by 5. It's not a big room, but yeah, it makes it absolutely lovely in here. And all you do is you just undo the top, just take the lid off, and it pulls out like a big, I think it's a 5 litre cassette tank. You unscrew it, put the funnel in, and the funnel, only all I've used is a water bottle. Just cut the top off, take that off, put it in, which happens to fit perfectly, and just pour my paraffin straight into it. Works like an absolute charm. So yeah, prepping is all about thinking ahead, you know. Just because you've got electricity and central heat and everything's fine, what have you got in your house if the power goes? Think about it. If you've got some spare cash, I strongly advise anyone get a heater of some sort. Gas is best because it's less smelly. These are excellent, they really are good, but both of them will require ventilation, okay? There's a serious risk of carbon monoxide poisoning. If you had this in a small room, heating up for half an hour, then you got in the bath and laid in there for another half hour, it might be enough to just make you drift off to a nice sleep and you never ever wake up from. So please, open a window or a door if you can, only a couple of inches, and also put a carbon monoxide detector as well. Okay, it's just for peace of mind, and it will save your life and keep you warm. Okay, as an emergency, if the power goes, it's worth considering. To turn it off, you just press the button in. That's it. Job done. Safe, clean, simple to use, and as you can see, it's not too big. You can stick it away under the stairs, in the shed, etc. Ready for next time. All you have to do, if you do store them for a few years, make sure that you check the batteries, okay? The batteries are in there for a couple of years. Wasn't enough juice in there, 1.6 volts, to actually start it. Got some brand new Duracell batteries, the 2 of the D-cell ones, put them in there, fired up first time, excellent. So there you go, an alternative idea about preparedness for your home if the power goes. Thanks for watching, stay funky.